thing is as well is when I was like 18, 19, I was looking for like a serious relationship. I was never into anything casual anyway. So I feel like you kind of, if they're, obviously maybe when I was 18, I was going with someone late 20s, early 30s or something. They're probably past that stage where they want to mess around.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, of course.
So,
did you ever have that stage yourself where you just wanted to have fun?
No.
Never.
What do you think? Boring.
I was going to say, what do you think about, because I think a lot of people nowadays definitely go through that. A lot of guys, but definitely a lot of girls as well. I think that's more common for both men and women. What do you think about this kind of hookup culture in terms of just casually sleeping with people?
You know what? I wish I could be that person who has fun like that, but I need a very strong emotional attachment. That's the way I've always been. So, but completely like, I think people should be able to do what they want. And if people like doing that, then, you know, more power to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think your way is the best and healthiest way for most people, especially for women.
Yeah.
Especially for women, because I think there are a lot of women out there who don't like this casual hookup culture and they want that emotional intimacy and connection. Yeah. And I think a lot of the time, a lot of women, not all, but a lot of women I've spoken to, when they've been engaging in a lot of just casual sex with a lot of guys, a lot of the time it's coming from trying to fill a void. So it's not coming from a healthy place. Yeah,
I could probably see that.
Not everyone. There's probably exceptions to the rule. Yeah. But I think for a lot.
Yeah. I do think like I maybe have had like one night stands before, but they all end up being my boyfriend.
Okay. So the guy's like, yeah, this is going to be fun. And then they're like, oh no, I need to keep this girl around.
And then they get locked in. So I didn't view it as a one night stand. I was like, yeah, this is going to be my next boyfriend. They probably thought this is a casual thing. And then, you know, that's something I'm proud of.
Yeah, that's the right. Well, I mean, I think a lot of girls want to know what's the secret to that, Kate? How did you do that?
I don't know. Just pick the right man. I mean, like, I feel like people just, that sounds really simple, just pick the right man. Yeah. But I feel like people are consistently picking the wrong man. Like, again, the same issue is happening. Like, oh, they commitment issues, that's what they say. Yes. Like, how is that happening to you 4 or 5 times now? I just think you need to pick better man.
Pick better guys.
That sounds harsh. Sorry.
No, I agree with you.
Good judgment.
I agree with you.
Comes from bad judgment as well.
Sure, so, if you learn from it.
If you learn from it.
What do you think, when you say, you know, girls picking the wrong kind of guys, what do you think they're choosing for that's not helping them?
Say that. What do you think they're choosing for?
Yeah. So you know how you like, because obviously if you've been picking good men, you're probably choosing for different reasons than what they're choosing for.
Okay, so one thing about me which is quite different, I'll try not to go off too much here because I tend to do that a lot. That's right. I've when I was younger, like my friends would go out, you know, 18, 19-year-old girls, you know, they'd be attracted to these guys, and I would never like be attractive to the stereotypically attractive man. You know, these people on Love Island, I'd look at everyone and be like, I just don't feel attracted to them. I actually thought at one point that I was like asexual and I wasn't attracted to anyone. Yes. But so I was that was a bit of a blessing for me because if someone's very attractive, they're going to be in demand more, let's be honest.
Sure. Very true. Very true.
And my friend, like my best friend from Australia, she's so funny because we became friends when we were like 20. And she used to say to me like, I love going out with you because we have the same taste in alcohol and the opposite taste in men. You would never be interested in anyone that I would be interested in. And my friends would always joke, like when we'd go out and be like 18, 19, like they'd be like chatting up guys at the bar and I'd be like at the back talking to some 35-year-old random guy who no one else is approaching.
Well, I mean, like, you know, you're the one who've always had relationships. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you're in a long-term relationship. So obviously you've been doing something right. So what is it about what kind of guy did you find yourself drawn to? Like the 35-year-old in the back who nobody was talking to. Why him over the 22, 23-year-old studs who go on Love Island?
I know. I don't know what's wrong with me, honestly.
It's not obviously not anything wrong. It's obviously worked for you, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's just an economics thing.
She just wants a man with money.
They're less in demand than, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure. I just naturally always went that way.
Yeah. So. I mean, no, fair enough. Do you think, did you ever find your taste in men change as you got older, or has it stayed pretty consistent?
It has stayed literally consistent which is so funny because my friends when I was younger were like, as if you're actually dating these guys. And I look back and I'm like, yeah, I still think they're attractive. What are you talking about?
So do you find them physically attractive, or is it something about them?
If someone's it's so concerning for me because honestly, like
concerning.
So
she's like, I need help.
Yeah, literally. Some guy could like, you know, I could have no attraction to him whatsoever, and then I get to know him and something clicks, and then I'm like all for him. He's like a 10 out of 10 to me. You could literally be a solid 2 out of 10.
I think that's the best way, personally. Yeah. I think that's the best way, honestly, because I think too many of us actually do choose based on the surface level. Now, don't get me wrong. I think there should be a level of attraction. Men are very visual in comparison to women. Not that women don't care about looks at all, but I think men are more visual in that respect.
Yeah, absolutely.
But ultimately, you know, when we get to know someone in their character, that's where I think we should be drawn to someone because of, sure, maybe visually we're like, oh, okay, they take my fancy. But then the actual attraction should come from who they are as a person, how you connect with them, what you like about them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Because I think it's like, we can see people who, I'm sure we know people like, oh, objectively, I can see this person's attractive, but I'm not attracted to them.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I can see why people will find some people attractive, but they've always just got to have something about them. For me personally, that's the way my brain works.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, that's great. You had something that you had some things you wanted to talk about, ask questions about, bring to the conversation. So what did you want to bring to the conversation today?
Oh yeah, what will I bring to the conversation? What goes through a man's mind when he fancies a woman? Because I've always wanted to know, because when it goes through like a woman's mind, it's like, what's it like as a man when someone like fancies someone?
Okay. You know well, I mean? Yeah, of course. Okay, well, I'll share and then you have to share for the guys. So I'm just gonna be completely real. The first thing guys think about is, what would it be like to sleep with her?
Really?
That's the first thing they think about. And then if they think about that and they go, I like that, they go, I like her. And then if they think about it and go, I don't know if I'd like that, then I'm like, okay, cool, I don't. So if he fancies her, it's like, oh wow.
So is that like physical? Is it physical attraction? Is it visual? Is it about the face or the body, or a bit of everything, or the personality? What is it? Is it purely visual?
It'd start with the visual, and in terms of face or body, it'd be everything. So it could be. Oh, I can't say that. It would be like, okay, guys will see girls and be like, okay, cool, she's pretty in the face and she's got a normal body, or it'd be like, okay, she's normal in the face, but she's got a banging body. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So guys find different kinds of women attractive. Mm-hmm. Sure, some people have a type and preference, but yeah, it's the visual, like, because the truth is, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think for a woman, even if she doesn't find a guy attractive, you said yourself, if she gets to know him, that attraction can come.
But does that ever happen with a man?
No.
So they'll just know instantly if they like you or not.
If they find you attractive, for sure.
And it's based on physical attraction, you reckon? Always.
Yes.
He wouldn't like meet someone and be like, she's not attractive, but you know, she's really good at science and I love science. Does that not happen?
No. If he meets a girl who is like, I don't find her attractive, but she's an amazing person, that's a friend.
Oh, okay. I kind of thought that. I feel like a woman can always like maybe like learn to love a man, but like the with a man, it's like, no, he knows in the beginning.
Yeah, I think generally, and tell me what you think about this, but I think generally speaking, women have a longer list than men do in terms of requirements, right? And men's list is very short.
Really?
Yeah.
What's on it?
I would say generally it's that he finds her attractive, that a lot of men like a feminine woman, and that she respects him.
Yeah.
Right? I'd say those are like major. If she's feminine, if he finds her attractive, she respects him, and she can be his piece, he'd be like...
She can be his piece? Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for a relationship, yes. For a long-term relationship, yeah. And being peace just means she doesn't bring drama to his life. Like, she doesn't bring unnecessary drama. That's what that means.
Some men just love crazy bitches though. Is that not the case?
I think those girls are very stimulating, but I don't think they work out long term.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Whereas I think for women, it's like, okay, well, some women like, he has to be tall, has to be good looking, has to earn a certain amount, has to be this age, has to be socially intelligent, has to be funny, emotionally intelligent. So there's a long list, right? So there's pros and cons to both. for guys, because the list is so short, right, and it's not that many things, it can be quite easy to be desirable as a woman because most men would sleep with most guys. Most men would sleep with most women.
Yes.
Right? But it means that if one of those things aren't there, it's not happening. Right? Whereas for women, the pro of this is that, okay, if you're a guy, sure, you may not be super confident, but maybe you are super intelligent. And so her attraction can come there. So if he's lacking in one thing, he can make up for it in other things.
Absolutely.
Right? But obviously the con is that to be a quote unquote desirable man to women, there's a lot of things you have to tick off.
Really? Do women really care about height that much? Is that a thing?
I hear it a lot.
Because I don't know. I'm not sure.
I hear it a lot. And it's like, I don't know why, but it's like, oh, like there's an obsession about him being 6 foot and above.
Yeah, I know, right?
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, most women are like, most of y'all are like under 5'7".
Yeah, my friends are like, I'd never go near him if he was like less than 6 foot. And if they see on a dating website, they're like, well, he obviously lied, so you have to kind of take 3 inches or something.
You have to take 3 inches off?
Or something like that. If they say they're like 6'3", they're actually 6.
Yeah, guys do. Oh, would they say, I feel like above a certain height, he wouldn't need to lie about it. Yeah,
true. Maybe not like 6 foot. Maybe it was like, he says it's 5'7" on the app, then is actually 5'4".
Yeah, I think, I talk to guys like this. I think if a guy says he's 6 foot, he's probably not.
Yeah,
he's probably a bit under.
Yeah.
If he says he's like 6'2", 6'3",
then
I reckon he's telling the truth. I'm biased. I'm 6'2", but I feel like above a certain point, like you can't say you're 6'2", and you're 5'11". That's like way too obvious that you're not. Like the gap is too much. She'd be like, you're not really. But just a couple of inches, you can fluff it. I feel guys would. But guys also do assume something with girls in terms of online dating as well.
What's that?
As in, they always assume she's a little bit less attractive than what they see.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like this is the thing. Like men would usually look better in person.
Yes,
and women,
because we're terrible at taking photos. I don't know what it is.
When you see a woman on a like dating website on those apps, those Tinder, what the kids use. It's like the best you'll possibly look. You know, I actually said like years ago, if I'm ever single, I'm going to go on one of those apps like Tinder and I'm going to put the worst photos of me online on the apps.
You'd still get loads of matches.
Still, really?
Yeah.
And then they'll meet me in real life and it'll be way better and they'll be like, what's going on?
That's the best way to be.
I know. Wouldn't that be really funny?
That'd be
a social experiment that I've never done. That'd be fun. I don't think I'd get many matches though. I can do some really bad photos. Don't they just do this? They're like just swipe everyone. Is it a numbers game? Is that actually how it is? It's just a numbers game.
For a lot of guys, yeah. Yeah, because most guys struggle. Most guys don't get matches.
Really?
Yeah, like most guys really don't get attention from women at all or any interest from women.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Like with your friends, I feel like you're a bit of an anomaly, but let's say with your friends, right? Out of 50 random guys that they see out and about, old, young, fat, slim, all colors, creeds, backgrounds, right? How many of those 50 do you think they look at and they go, oh, I think he's really attractive. I want to go on a date with him out of 50?
Probably not a lot.
Like 3, 4, 5, maybe. Most women are like that. Most women out of 50 guys, maybe 5. They'd be like, I give him a chance. But the caveat is that the same 5 guys Jessica would choose are the same 5 guys Sarah would choose, are the same 5 guys Taylor would choose, are the same 5 guys Becky would choose. So you get a very small percentage of men getting all the matches and getting all the attention from women. And most men really don't get anything.
Oh, that's
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then if they're with you, then they could get some attention with you because they don't have to be the 6 foot Greek god. Do you know what I mean? Let me ask you, so what goes through a woman's mind when she fancies a man? What makes a woman fancy a man? And then what goes through her mind?
Well, for me, it's all about personality. I've always been that way.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone else feels. I think a lot of my friends are just physically attractive if they've got like muscles and, you know, if they're like that. Then,
yeah. Have you ever looked at a guy just visually and been like, oh, he's a bit of me? Has that never happened to you?
Oh, I don't think so, you know.
Wow.
No, it's so weird. No,
I probably think that's probably really good.
My friends have been like, look at this guy, it's insane. And I'm like, is he? All of my friends will be like, look at this guy I'm dating, he's so fit. And I'm like, are you sure?
You're like, I don't know. You're like, what's his calculus like? Can he do algebra? That's what I care about.
Saying that, like, when I was younger, like, I used to like show my ex-boyfriends pictures of my ex-boyfriends to my friends, and they're like, you cannot be serious. Is this a joke? And I'm like, I was really attracted to him, and I still find him really attractive. They'd think I was taking the piss. It'd be like a running joke.
Wow.
And then like my friend at work, you know, it's like, look at this, guess if Kate dated him or not. And it's like, yeah, no, surely not. This guy, yeah, no, it was so funny.
That's brilliant. Have you ever dated a guy that was conventionally attractive?
Yeah, I have actually.
Did you find him attractive when you saw him?
No, it was about personality again. It didn't develop for like 3 months, 4 months.
Oh, so what makes you give a guy a chance?
I just think when I get to know him and I just see what he's all about, basically.
But I guess how would you get to know him if you don't go on dates with him?
Work.
Is it as in like meeting at work, you mean?
Yeah, well, the people you have to meet in real life. Yeah, work is always a good one because you spend a lot of time with these people. So
very true.
You're like indirectly going on dates with them.
Very true. You are getting to know them.
Right.
Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.